Hi everybody and welcome to another exciting episode of the Ungrownups video transmission. I'm your host Mark, and today we're going to be taking a look at a figure that I really needed to get to for quite a while now, and I apologize for taking so long to get to him, but we're going to be taking a look at the Hot Toys MMS 174 Marvel's Avengers Captain America, and this is one of my absolute favorite packages. I love the bright blue, I love the red and white on the top. I just think, this is Captain America's packaging through and through. Great picture of Chris Evans' version of Captain America right there on the front. It does have the halftone dot pattern going on, which is really nice. Sort of reversed out logos here on the bottom. Still get the silver logo on the front, and on the side you get the very nice Captain America wing. His circular shield and a star would have been nice there as well. The wing looks really good too. I'm really surprised they didn't really go for the easy version and just do the star, but really nice packaging. You guys know the deal by now. It's a standard slip cover that just slips right off, and you got the bright red and white packaging underneath. I took it all the way off, but the figure's not in there, so let's I can't even say let's get this guy opened up because he's already open. So let's take a closer look. Okay, so taking a closer look at Cap here, you can see everything he comes with out of the package, and we'll take a closer look at all the accessories here in a moment. But you can see he does come with 2 shields. Comes with the alien tech. He comes with the Chris Evans much talked about facial sculpt. He comes with the hands, and probably the only thing you can't see that's down here is the little hood that's in the little pack. I haven't ever even attempted to put that on him. I think it looks kind of silly hanging off the back, but we'll even open that thing up and put it on the suit and see how it looks. So this is everything you get out of the pack. I think it's really cool. I think there's a lot of accessories here. The extra shield is a really nice touch. I'm glad they included that. And for me, this was a suit I didn't think I would actually pick up because I love the original World War II version so much that I never really thought I would pick this guy up. But the minute I saw the prototype figures after seeing the film, I was like, yep, that's a must-own. Absolutely. So why don't we zoom in a little bit and take a closer look at all the accessories that comes with Captain America. Taking a look at Cap's shields here, since he does come with 2. You can see that the very first shield that we're going to be looking at is his final battle or battle damage shield. Really nice detail. Lots of paint scuffing and scratching and laser blast marks and just, gunpowder, whatever, residue that's left on there from the battle. Really nice. Like the shield a whole lot. I'm really glad that we got this included in the set. Of course, along with the very clean, very shiny, pristine shield. They actually are identical in size in every way, but you will notice that the color may come across on camera exactly the same, but they are actually 2 different colors. This one being much duller, the battle damage version not being shiny and reflective at all, very dull in its paint job, whereas the clean shield, the paint is much shinier, a lot more shiny and a lot more reflective, and they look identical on the backside as well. So let's flip those around and give those a look. Okay, as you can see, both shields are identical on the back. They each have a small and large leather strap for the upper arm and the fist or hand area. So as you can see, they're absolutely identical in every way. From the back, you can't even tell them apart. Very nice detail, very nice touches. All the riveting and the faux leather straps and buckles. Really nice detail on these two, and you can see here a better representation of how much shinier the pristine shield is. You can probably even see me in the camera on there, whereas this one is a much more matte and frosted effect with the paint. Really nice. Very glad that we got both of these instead of just one. I think this is one of the best pairing of accessories and figures that we've gotten in the Avengers line. So let's look at the hands that come with this guy, because he comes with quite a few. Okay, so here's the remaining of the accessories that comes with Cap. You can see we have several hands here, the weapon, and both head sculpts, which we'll look at much closer. As far as the hands go, You've got two sort of open palms or at-rest palms. You've got two hands that are used for helping to like throw the shield out, or just gesturing hands. You've got two open. Turn these so you can see. These are two fists that are open and separated for holding the shield. They're kind of difficult to put in, but they do look really good when used. You've got two punching fists. You can't have Cap without him punching, and then one right hand for Cap gesturing or pointing, giving orders. And then you've got the heads and the weapon as well. So let's take a closer. Okay, taking a look at the weapon here. You can see a fair amount of detail on the gold, some very nice weathering and damage effects. Lots of detail in this thing. I don't really think that the blue and black interior sections look adequately, spacey enough. I mean, I like the sculpting and the molding in there, but the paintwork just leaves a lot to be desired. It's a really nice weapon, and looks pretty cool, and maybe it'll look much better when we actually get one of the Chitauri figures, to see how it integrates well with that figure. But it's actually a lot larger scale than the one in the film. Going back and watching it just last night, I noticed that this piece is actually a lot larger than the one that Cap actually holds in the film when he takes the Chitauri down on top of the car after giving the guys orders. That right there is the back of the gun, and that's where Cap actually holds the rifle by sticking a hand peg and plugging it in there. So that's actually, he doesn't actually hold the rifle. But I've heard a lot of complaints about this thing. It's good that they threw it in. I like that it's added. Would I rather them kept it and knocked $10 off the price? Absolutely, of course. Something looks like a handle there, but we know that that's not actually used as a handle. So, looks pretty cool. Looks really nice, and I think this is actually the way it's supposed to go. I think I had it upside down showing it this way, so maybe it goes this way. I'm not sure. But I guess I'm somewhat happy they included it to justify the price. But let's take a look at these head sculpts, because that's really where we're at when it comes to the accessories. So here we have both of the heads side by side. I've heard a lot of complaints about the unmasked version here not looking a lot like Chris Evans, or looking sorry, I've got it tilted way back. Maybe looking like he's constipated or having stomach problems, but everybody seems to think that the masked version is the spitting image of Chris. I prefer the masked version just because I like to have my masked heroes with their masks on. But looking at both of them, to me they both look like Chris. And I can actually understand and see where people are coming from by saying the mask version looks better. I agree. I do think it looks better. Nice texturing on the helmet. Very nice detail on the wings. And on the A. Sorry, I don't have this on autofocus, so try to keep things in the right spot in the back of the helmet. But I do have to say that I really like the paintwork on the unhelmeted, the maskless version when it comes to the hair. I think the detail is really, really nice. I'm always kind of leery when people go in and sculpt teeth. I think there's always a chance to have that go really wrong. Like the upcoming Wolverine, which I'll get one day I think he'll be coming in one day this week. The new Last Stand Wolverine. Has got the Hugh Jackman sculpted teeth, and so a little leery of that, always am, but I think this actually kind of works, and it looks pretty good. And I've actually never displayed my Cap with this head sculpt on, so I'm really looking forward to putting that on today and giving it a look. But yeah, the fade back here looks really, really, really nice. The faded haircut looks good. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with these two looks. If anything, I guess I would have liked the masked version to be a little more intense and have a little more intense look like this one. I wish these eyes were on this head sculpt. So he looks a little calm and at rest here. But I do like the intensity. It looks really, really, really good. Okay, so let's take a look at Cap from head to toe. Get a better look. Okay, I'd like to go ahead and nominate that Captain America's hood for the most useless Hot Toys accessory of the year. That's just plain silly. It doesn't even go up on his head all the way. That's as far forward as you can pull it. And putting it inside the neck and snapping it into place, that just looks ridiculous. Snapping it into the neck is actually nothing more than an exercise in frustration. It took me a solid 8 minutes just to get this thing snapped in, and I will never use it, ever. It's silly. It doesn't even look good if you were to take it and drape it over the back like you're supposed to. Like, even that looks silly. It just, nothing about it screams necessary. You know? It looks silly. I don't even know why you would want your, and here, let me tilt the camera down just so you can get the sort of full effect here. It just looks silly. I mean, you know, it was in one shot in the movie, and I can understand the allure of adding it, but it just, man, knock $5 off this figure. Save you guys self some time and stitching. It's just absolutely useless. And I will never, ever, ever use it. It's just absolutely ridiculous. But you know, I'll just never use it. So let's take a closer look at the rest of the outfit. Okay, itself. Moving down from the head and the neck, you can see the beautiful plastic but metal looking star right there on the chest. And I've watched other reviews. My good buddy Rick, the Clipper King, did a whole piece on his Captain America last year about having to take the star off the chest and change it because of the fact that it was actually crooked. It was actually manufactured crooked, and thankfully mine did not come that way, and I didn't have to go through that hassle, because from what I understand, it was quite an ordeal. You've got some very metal, but again, plastic looking pieces right over the shoulder to give that extra little added detail on the shoulder. And one of the best things about Cap is how square his shoulders look. It just looks really good, and so they add a lot to that area. Got some nice bicep patch right here, little material right over the bicep, very, very nice. Going down to the gauntlets and the gloves, nice molded stitching on the glove and on the gauntlet. It looks really, really good. It looks like almost like a baseball glove or a hockey glove. Looks really, really nice. The only thing I wish, and you may can see it more on this side, is that I just wish that the hand pegs were actually colored that same garnet, sort of dark, deep red color, just so that when you move the hands in a certain way and the gauntlet rides up, you don't see the little peeking out of the flesh tone underneath. It just kind of breaks the illusion that it is indeed one piece. Looking at Cap's midsection, you can see here where, and this is coming across much, much brighter than it is in person. It's a pretty deep red in person, more akin to what you'd actually see on the American flag, whereas this is coming across much brighter and a little oranger on camera. But you've got this nice material right here that looks like a zipper, and this is very screen accurate, but man, I just wish this had been moved over, you know, an 1/8 of an inch, a 1/16 of an inch or something, just so that it would have fallen just to the left of that red stripe as opposed to falling in the middle of it. But it is screen accurate, and as you can hear, that is a non-cloth, more plasticky, more rubbery type material. Really, really, really nice. Lots of people have complained about the belt and how high it rides or how low it rides. You can actually remove the belt. It does snap into place right back here, and I will unsnap it. If I could do this with one hand. And you can see there that there is indeed a snap that sort of holds it in place. The problem is that my snap, where they stitched it, and you can take the belt apart right here. You can see where it just unhooks from itself right there. You can remove it all together. And my belt, where the button is snapped, is just a little off center, so I actually prefer to unsnap my belt, and that way I can shift it as I need, and you can actually, up or down as you see fit. I kind of like my belts to ride higher up on my figures, so looks pretty nice. Love the little compartments and the pouches on the belt. They just look so nice. Very nice. Again, some more of the faux zippering right here on the pants, and the pants are very sort of pliable. They're not really stiff. They're not nearly as stiff as, say, Bane's pants that we saw recently. So you can get a lot of range of motion out of the pants. And then again, these stellar boots, which lots of nice detailing on the boots, straps and buckles, and some weathering once you get underneath. Some dirt effects on the bottom, but because of it being a one-piece boot, you can see there's not going to be any articulation and no chance for foot posability, like, at all. So these boots are just so awesome. I love the extra beefiness they add to the calf, and they just look really nice. This is one of the better tailored suits, I think, that we have seen on a Hot Toys figure, and it just looks incredible. Like I said, initially I thought I would pass on this suit, but after seeing the movie and seeing these prototypes, I just had to get it. Looks so nice. So why don't we look at this guy and see what kind of poses we can get out of him. So hope you guys enjoyed those poses. I'm trying to put a lot more into them. My buddy Rick out there keeps up in the game on the posing side of things, so I feel like I always have to hustle to keep up. So maybe I did him proud with some of these poses for Cap. All in all, I love this figure. I think he is absolutely fantastic. I thought I would never pick this guy up because I had the first Cap, and I really like this suit so much better. I like the ingenuity of it. I just like it all the way around. But this is a very, 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 very fantastic figure and totally worth picking up. And the more time I spend with this guy, the more I like him more and more. And he is slowly replacing this guy. Absolutely. And as you can see, Avengers Cap is quite a bit taller than the World War II version, the first Avenger Cap. You can see his eyes are almost even with the A on his helmet. So Not quite sure why. Maybe it's because they wanted this cap to be more in scale with Iron Man and Hulk and Thor and stand up with those figures a little bit better. Maybe they realized they just had the scale a little bit off. I'm not sure what the deal is, but the height is extremely noticeable when put side by side. So that's about all I can say for this guy. I mean, he's absolutely fantastic. Hopefully you've bought him by now. I don't know if he's sold out. I haven't checked on him in quite a while. So hopefully he's still available and you can get your hands on him because your Avengers team is not complete without its fearless leader. So that's going to about do it for the Avengers Captain America version. As always, we're going to ask if you dug the video, please like, comment, or subscribe. Be sure to check out our podcast, which is new every 2 weeks over at Ungrownups.com or over at iTunes. And please join in our conversation over at Facebook.com/The Ungrownups. So until next time, peace.